Good day, everyone, one and all. Welcome to Canadian music in the 80s and 90s and more. Hope you like what you're seeing. Please subscribe if you can. It's my pleasure to once again be joined by my new friends from this year, Campbell and Johnston, Blake and Christine. Thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having us.
Anytime. I guess the big thing is you guys are coming to PEI to play the big festival here at Cavendish this weekend. And how big is that for you guys?
Well, it's exciting because it's in my home province and it's a huge festival, a real big stage. And originally we were actually going to do it as a duo, but we decided to bring the whole band since it is special. So we're going to have a a big, not our biggest band, but I think we'll have a seven piece.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing that. It'll bring a lot more power to that big stage, right?
Yeah.
So you guys have had a big year so far. You've been pretty busy. I saw you open for Amanda Marshall this summer.
hmm
How was that?
That was like attending a vocal clinic, honestly. It was really incredible. And I didn't realize how many of the lyrics of every single song she sang that I knew. But no, it was really incredible. They were super nice, and being part of the Montreal Jazz Fest was really cool. And on top of that, I've been really working on French. So I was like trying to manifest some Quebec gigs, and we had two really awesome ones actually that I got to finally try and speak French, and people in the crowd seemed to actually understand what I was saying, which is not happened before. So
That
that was
means you're
cool.
doing it right. So that's the main thing. You got any surprises at Sommo? Like, are you gonna pull out anything you've been working on, like new music maybe, or a cover you haven't played before?
Um, I mean, we do have a couple special covers that we're gonna throw in the mix that we've just kind of been playing lately. So it's like, new to some. Um, and we do have new music that is coming out soon, but the newest of the new is not being played. So anyway, either way, you're just gonna have to go down and find out.
That's kind of not true. We will be playing one song.
Oh yeah,
It's not recorded. It's not.
that's funny.
We played it at a couple shows, but only in the last couple months, and they haven't been like the shows haven't been recorded or anything. So as far as I know, there's not a nobody's posted anything on YouTube with the song. So we'll have at least one tune that's fresh out of the off the press kind of thing. So
Yeah, we wrote it. Actually, that one was a co-write, which not a lot of ours are co-writes, but we do want to start writing more. And that one we wrote with our buddy Chris Kirby. He plays with a lot of bands, including Matt Anderson, and writes with The Truth sometimes. And yeah, it's and Dee Dee. He writes with her. But yeah, it should be. We really like the tune, but it is new. So if we make any mistakes, you can compare it to next year's version or the recorded version and see
So
all the.
yes, it will be recorded eventually.
Yes,
yeah,
we are working on it.
And do you have more new material that you're planning on recording? Like, are you
Oh
planning
yeah,
on putting something out in the near future or somewhere down
we
the line?
do. We've started the process where we've recorded a couple songs. We're making plans to record the next. We're also doing a little bit of side work producing, so we're moving at a very snail pace. But we're also hoping, I don't know if it's going to work out this year, but we want to get another Christmas single released because we've got
Okay.
some Christmas shows coming up. We both Christmas hard. We both love Christmas. So we've released two Christmas singles over the last couple of years, which we're proud of, and we want to get this next single released and then eventually have enough to make an entire album. So that's another thing that's in the works. But as for when we're going to release it, I'm not sure because I'd like to say next year. I think at the very least we would release a couple of the singles to kind of
Mhm.
precursor the release.
And do you have more gigs coming up until Christmas? Like after Somo, is there some stuff coming up that we should check out?
We do have a lot of like private shows. But as for public show, we do have like the trail side coming up.
Hmm.
So we'll be back at the trail side in October. I'm not really supposed to mention that we are Christmas shows, but one is at the Carlton. It's going to be released very soon. I think it's actually going to be released next week of my birthday, but I can mention it because we're PEI anyway, mainly. Well, YouTube is worldwide, but anyway, Christmas shows. We're just kind of this will be our very first Christmas show, with some guests and stuff, and I'm pretty excited about it. So I'm spilling the beans a little, but we also have a New Brunswick little tour. I know I have a songwriter circle coming up. There's a couple other things in the works that just aren't public yet. And next year, like we didn't go as crazy at booking things this year, but actually it still turned out to be a very busy year. But next year we've got a lot on the go. We've got some theaters booked already, and I think next year is going to be quite busy. So, but we're pacing ourselves. We're just adding one thing at a time, but it seems like it's filling up already.
You're more
But
than
go to
welcome to
Christine
borrow
Keys.
my you're more than welcome to borrow my Griswold jersey for your Christmas shows if you want.
Thank you. I I didn't realize that said that.
It's a Chicago Blackhawks Griswold jersey from the movie, so if you want to borrow it for your Christmas shows, you're more than welcome to.
Maybe we'll keep that in mind. We do have some plans to make it. It's like a license to cheese, so you can do so many things you can't normally do at a regular show. But if you go to Campbell or Campbell and Johnston music.com, that's our website.
Mhm.
Campbell and Johnston music. Everybody always forgets that. And that there's a T in Johnston. It's very exotic. That website will lead you to like Facebook and Instagram, and we're really active there on the socials. So like if people are like looking to see if we're gigging and stuff, that's a great place to ask questions. Not everything's publicized either. Sometimes we got house concerts and stuff on the go, and some of our super fans will check in and we'll let them know. But that is a good place to go and check whatever's happening. And sometimes it happens very last minute. So.
There'll be a link in the description of this video, by the way. If anyone's looking, just check below. I'll put a link to your website there and some of your videos on YouTube if you're okay with that.
Yeah,
Um, is there anything else you're looking forward to at Sommo? Like, are you going to get a chance to check out some of the other bands?
So I was looking
definitely. I'm just
at
gonna let you talk, Blake, so I don't talk all morning. I had a
old
lot of
time
coffee.
hockey is
Sorry, what's that?
uh old time hockey. I don't know what the guy's name is, but I think he's a chef or is it's some sort of culinary thing. But he has content online where he's always like, making stuff in a cabin in the woods with his dog and playing old Super Nintendo games or watching old movies on VHS. And anyways, scrolling through his stuff late at night with half a jag on going, man, I'd love to eat that right now. Having the chance to like, oh, I hope he makes some of those things. I might actually get to try some of his stuff. So that's not music, but I was definitely pleasantly surprised when I saw that he was on the festival. It's like, oh, cool, I get to check that out.
Some of the bands last year were actually going over to the food tent and actually doing some cooking on stage. Are you guys getting sucked into that?
Man, I would do that in a heartbeat. I mean, there's nothing set up for it, or we haven't been asked, but I would do that. And
Yeah,
yeah.
I love food. I would just, yeah. I guess most people do. But and obviously Alanis Morissette, oh my God, I'm like so friggin' pumped. But everybody on the bill seems like they're kind of cut from the same cloth a little bit, so I think it's
Mhm.
gonna be like a fun day, and we're gonna stick around as long as we can.
Yeah, it's a great show to discover new acts too, like I did last year. Like there were a lot of bands I didn't know, but I really got to be fans of, to see them like in the sandbar tent and of course the big stage has some of the best music I've ever seen. Like Adam Baldwin blew me away. I heard of him, but I'd never seen him live, and he was incredible. I'm sure you guys are familiar with his work.
Oh yeah.
Um, but yeah, what an amazing show he put on. And then Tara Lightfoot was one of my favorites from last year. She's a great artist and songwriter. Sorry about the noise in the background. I have birds in the room.
Oh,
Uh,
I didn't
but
even
yeah,
hear.
it's great to discover new bands. And would you guys be looking forward if you see a band you'd ever heard of? Like, are you guys looking forward to that too?
Oh
Anything?
yeah, I want to see it like well, it's hard to get inspiration sometimes too when most of your influences are old school. So you kind of need to keep putting stuff in, especially because I like to be like my main thing is that I just want to be like a mad scientist in our little recording studio downstairs at our house and constantly be creating music. And if you're not putting stuff in, stuff just doesn't come out. So checking out new music is super important, and the live experience means a lot. But yeah, we plan on spending the whole day there.
Will you be sticking around? You're going to stick around for Alanis Morissette, or will you stick around Sunday to see Hozier as well?
I wish we could, but unfortunately we can't. I thought about it, but it's not possible. Our schedule is insane
That's okay. But
in life.
I'm just excited that you guys are playing there because I know we talked kind of secretly about it last year when you were in Charlottetown for Got Blues. Is that something you'd be up for doing again? Would you be up for coming over for Got Blues again?
Yeah, we are going to be back for that in January, I think.
Yeah,
It's
those
hard to
were
see the forest from the trees. Like a lot of times people ask questions too, and usually there's so much that comes with even just one gig, just like arrivals and, ETAs and guest passes and whatever it is that you're doing. Like there's a lot. So for me, especially like I'm such an ADD person that like, just trying to focus on one thing, but there's probably a lot that I'm forgetting. So I apologize to any shows that I am forgetting to mention that are in the near future. But if you do go to the websites, we will have it listed, and we will be at Got Blues in January. Pretty sure it's January.
awesome. If anyone hasn't been, it's a great show.
Mhm.
They really do, and it's great because it's in the afternoon, so you have your
Yeah,
evening. Your evening, you don't have to be out late at night or anything like that. You guys put on a killer show last year when you were here for
thanks.
that too. Anyway, I can't thank you for joining me enough. It's great to have you back, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys out on the stage tomorrow. You're on at 1, I believe. I think I have a picture I'm going to post. I think you're on at 1 o'clock on the big stage.
Yes. Yes.
All right, looking
I
forward to
think
that.
so. I'm
Well,
pretty sure.
you hope so anyway. Hope to be there for 1 and on the stage and ready to rock. But
One
yeah,
sharp.
yeah, I can't wait to hear you guys. You guys are awesome. I've told so many people about the treat they're going to get when you guys get on stage. So really looking forward to it. Can't thank you enough. Hope to meet up with you in person at some point, even just to say hi.
Yeah, it's
But
nice catching up.
safe travels. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, right on.
Take care,
Thanks a lot.
guys. Bye.
Cheers.